everyone, welcome back to Shawn's Corner. I'm Shawn Severson from Internationals Porto, and today we're going to look at how to flip a speaking activity. And why do this? Well, for one thing, it gives students more time. They can speak at home without any distraction, and if they want to repeat again, they can, and that's a good thing. Another good reason is that you can place your full attention on each student's performance. It's much easier to take notes and think about suggestions when you're not on the spot and not having to pay attention to a million other things in the room. So, and in regards to correction, you can correct on the spot, but research shows that correction on the spot isn't as helpful as we'd like to think. Last but not least, you can't be two places at once. You can't be maintaining discipline in one corner and doing an individual speaking task in another. And although I believe it's a good idea that other students can benefit from listening to other students when they're performing a task, we know that this is often not the case. They often just tune out. So let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can do this. And let's visit flipgrid.com. Let's take a look at a Flipgrid that I've already made. The one for SOAR, that video that we saw a few weeks ago. Basically, what you do in this task is you look at the worksheet and you make your predictions like we've done before. And then you can then record a video telling in 1 minute, about 1 minute, what you think. What do you think is happening? And then students submit it to me, the teacher. And if I choose to do so, I can watch the videos first before I release it to the general public. So in other words, if you have a clown in your class and you're worried about what kind of video they're going to record, you can always watch them first. So here we are at Flipgrid, and we're at the SOAR prediction activity. You'll notice on the right that there's a YouTube video. However, students will have to be warned or notified or instructed to first follow the directions on the left-hand side, which is look at the pictures in the Dropbox document below, down here. So click on this. A Dropbox document will open up. It's a PDF, and students can look at it. It's the worksheet that we made before. Then from there, they can record their own response. Going down below here, tap to record your own video. It says here your video will be awesome, so clicking on here on the plus, they can give their answer. Then afterwards, they can watch the movie, so they can compare the story that they predicted with the movie. The question is now, how do we set one up? Well, it's quite easy. Well, let's take a look. Okay, here I'm logged into my Flipgrid. And you see that I have a grid down below. But, this is my students grid, the grid that I use with my students. Why don't I make another one? So I'm going to click here on New Grid. Then I'm going to select a grid community type. It's really important to choose PLCs in public. This is only because of how the students can log in and the kind of email address they need to have. This is a completely open kind of email address system, so it's just the best. Then name your grid. Well, let's call it 7th grade, just because I've got some 7th graders. 7th grade speaking Flipgrid. And down below here, you can actually make this customized. So we can call it 7th grade speaking. And it's available. All right. Then I click Next. Add a grid password. We don't need to, but we could. We could put in a password that we would share with our students, and then only it becomes a very closed group. Okay. Then launch my grid. And here it is. You can see it. We're almost there. Okay, so now we've got our grid. Now we can post our topics, our tasks. So click on New Topic. And here's where we're actually going to do the activity. So we could do a SOAR speaking activity, for example. You can put in the video response time. I said about a minute, so I thought it wasn't a bad idea to give a minute and 30 seconds, even though we're telling students to aim for 1 minute. It could be a little bit frustrating if it cuts them off. Then topic tip, record your predictions in 1 minute. Okay, then you can put on the date. You can put in a description here. That is required actually, so you need to write something to tell them what to do. I'm not going to type that in now. This is what I was talking about in terms of a moderator. So video moderation. This means that you will have to see the videos before they're released to the public, or you can choose never to release them at all. To the public, I mean to your group. Okay, and then from here, resources. So you can put in a video explaining something to your students. You can upload a video, or you can add a video from YouTube like I did. So basically I clicked on this, add a video. If you had something as a JPEG, so a picture, you could put that up there. I've done that with speaking tasks. And then here, you could put in your Dropbox document like I did. So what I did is I went to Dropbox and I got the link and I put it here. And I gave it a title. I called it the Dropbox document. And basically that's just enough to get you started. Then you create your topic and you're ready to go. So you see, it's not really that hard to set up a Flipgrid. It's useful. You can have students play around, actually do some real serious stuff at home, and then you can give them some really nice feedback. Also, you see that it's a way of just kind of linking up with your students on a one-on-one basis, because so many times we're immersed in large classes. It's hard to do that. Of course, it's going to take some time, yes, but I think it's time well invested, and I think that the feedback the students get can be really beneficial for them. So I hope you enjoyed this segment on Flipgrid and flipping a speaking task, and hope to see you around next week at Shawn's Corner. Bye.